Whoa, cello power. And I got a second one. Hey, what's up to all of you? I'm back in the studio here to answer some of your questions. I took a good break to go see family and friends in California and in Texas. So I got this cool shirt in Texas. Shout out to Cara and Joe. Such a great night. Me and my wife absolutely loved it. And it was wonderful to see family and friends. And so seeing my sister, love you, seeing my mom, love you, and just seeing everyone in California too, really missed you all. And it was just a magical, wonderful, wonderful trip. But I'm back here in the studio, online, on YouTube, here to answer some of your questions. So let's just get right into those questions. I'm going to be reading off my computer over there. Our first question comes from LSD4DLS, who asks, when practice is over and the cello is properly secured in the case, should it remain upright or on its side? At first, when I answered your question, I thought you were just simply leaving the cello on its side or upright. If you notice my cello here, I keep it always upright, and you'll find that's probably the best way to keep your instrument. But I'll get you better answers this September. Watch later in the video and I'll explain why. But keeping it secured in its case, that's one thing that I'm going to ask for you, LSD4DLS, to resist doing. Because the whole process of removing your cello from the case, taking it out and then putting it back in, it keeps it away from your eyes. It keeps it away from your environment. When you have it on a nice stand, you see it. You can just grab it and play it at any moment. And so there's much less process in taking the instrument out and putting it back. It's much more instantly gratifying. It's much more instantly gratifying. Whatever. It's easier to play quicker when it's out there. I know it's English, right? C'est anglais. Jacques has her next question, or more comment. Rather than buying a cheap one online, I decided to use a good quality rental from a luthier for a year. It cost me €300, which is about $350, 400 American, but it did allow me to evaluate whether or not learning the cello was something for me. And Jacques, you have such a good comment and story, and I wish you would share more of it with our subscribers. This channel is all about building a relationship, not only with your instrument, but also with your luthier. It is the sort of triangle of our world. We have to have this trifecta going. You have to have a good relationship with the luthier in addition to your cello and you. So there's three people involved in this culture. And so if you haven't found yourself a good luthier, get online. It's not hard to find one. And go on Reddit. Reddit is a great community of people. Ask a question on there and you will have answers, especially if you're not familiar with our culture. Propulsion Studios asks, more of a question I ask, is that BAM looking vent thing possibly related to humidity control? In all honesty, I don't know if it is or not. Someone please help me out. It's this rubber piece on the back of the BAM High-Techs. I have a new tech, excuse me, a new tech. Somebody, if you could please help me out what that rubber piece is. I've had mine for years and I don't know what it does. So it has nothing to do with the flight case, which is a video coming up in the near future. Our next question comes from Pam. How do you stop thinking when playing and reading the music? I don't understand. Pam, that's a great question. My point about not thinking, watch that video if you're wondering about what I'm talking about. It's sort of polarizing. When I mean you're not thinking, take yourself out of context of doing cello. Do something you are much more familiar with, like, I don't know, walking. Do you think about left, right, left, right? No. When you were a toddler, when you were a very young child learning to walk, you really had to think about left, right. But you don't think about it anymore. You don't think about holding the fork when you put it in your mouth and not hitting your face. You don't think about so many different things when you are doing them because the muscles remember. So Pam, if you have to think, then you haven't practiced enough. That's what deep practice, check out this video right here. It's an introduction to the concept of deep practice. If you deep practice enough, you will be able to simply stop thinking and start engaging and performing music. That is what I mean by stop thinking. It's an advanced concept for some of you, but I will continue to roll out ideas and perspectives to this that I hope you guys can understand. Lucian Ribeiro says, if you need any help translating your videos or any other media into Portuguese, I can help you. I have professional experience translating, and I'd be happy to help. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Well, Luciana, thank you for sharing that idea with us. With any of these videos, when you're logged on to YouTube, you can actually go into your creator studio. You have a studio too, if you have a login. You can go into this video and you can make your own subtitles. And then you can submit the file to me, and then I can adjust them however it needs to happen and then make those subtitles happen. So Luciana, of course, pick any video that you want. It's really all there. I can show you later on exactly how to do it, but it's super, super easy. Any video that you see on YouTube, you can make subtitles for in your mother tongue. And for payments, let's just say I will do a trade. For those of you that offer especially your translating services, thank you for the app. For all those of you that have done that, not only am I going to be offering you a t-shirt, not this one, but you know, the wonderful one that I wear all the time, but I also offer, a trade. You give me some of your wonderful translating professional service. If she seems to be a professional, and I can do the best and trade you, I guess, some of my professional teaching experience via Skype. Free of charge, because I think it's a good trade-off. So if you consider that, Luciana, or any of you other professional translators out there, that's the best I can offer you right now in the stage of the channel. We're growing, but we're not to the level that I can hire translators. But one day, we will. I would lastly like to leave a big thank you to all of our donors that have helped this channel grow with your generous donations. I've received sometimes $2, sometimes $10, and a very rare 3-figure amount. But regardless of the amount, whether you are enriching yourself by getting a scale book or by simply showing your grace, it is appreciated, and thank you. Every time you subscribers or you viewers engage, leave a comment, ask questions, this channel becomes better. I did not know about the song by Kiala Settle until a subscriber brought it to my attention. Then I found out that not only my niece loves that song, which is learning cello, but also it resonates. That song resonates with so many of us because this channel is what sort of that song's about. This channel is here for all those people that never made it to the ivory tower of conservatories. And so that sort of judgment that you may feel when you play your instrument, you're never going to get that here. And I'm never going to do that to you. And I don't want anyone else to do that to each other. That's something that we all engage with to music to express a deep sense of who we are with one another. And don't apologize for anything. Be who you are. Enjoy and love cello. If you're in the very young stages of learning the instrument, or maybe you're returning to it and there's some frustrations, we are all on this beautiful, wonderful journey together. And I'm happy that you have made this channel part of it. Thank you again for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Some videos are right here, of course, if you want to watch them. Stick around. We're going to learn some good stuff.